The Cornhill magazine was a literary journal with a selection of articles on diverse subjects and serializations of novels. The first issue was in January 1860 and it continued until 1975. In 1932, Eric Ravilious was commissioned by the Cornhill magazine to make this wood engraving. However, it wasn't used until 1954 for this 1000th edition. Why it wasn't used isn't clear, but they have printed it for anniversary editions and for the title pages of subsequent editions. In 1933, Ravilious was illustrating 54 Conceits, a book of poems by Martin Armstrong, with a wood engraving with a sun and moon design. The sun and moon design popped up again in another wood engraving for the Cornhill magazine. The design was to be used as a New Year's Day card, likely for the staff. In 1936, the block appears again, but with the background washed out. Ravilious had painted printer's white for correcting errors to edit out the background of the block. This is an instruction for the printers to edit out the background of the block when it was turned into a metal printing plate. Ravilious was working on the Country Life cookbook at the same time as this commission for the Cornhill magazine in the latter part of 1936, and the projects overlapped. With this wood engraving having been rejected for the Cornhill magazine, Ravilious cut away the framed backdrop, leaving just the table, and submitted the wood engraving for the cookery book project instead. I thought this wood engraving was a bit surreal and over the top until I discovered the original drawing. Another wood block based upon the same image for the writings of Gilbert White. It is a new version of the same woodcut, likely cut in 1937. The Gilbert White job was commissioned in May that year, and the book was published in 1939. Another commission Ravilious got from the Cornhill magazine were for spring and autumn wood blocks. Here is a spring wood engraving, looking like an explosion of nature with a cuckoo in the centre. It was used as a compliment slip. The same cuckoo can be seen on the title page of the Gilbert White book, and again here as part of another wood engraving on page 243. The wood engraving here is of autumn fruits, part of the spring and autumn commission he had. This was used by the Cornhill magazine as another compliment slip. You can see it's copied from this watercolour, with the trugs being a reverse image because when a woodblock is printed, it becomes reversed. So when it was engraved, it was actually very similar to the watercolour. The same trug appears engraved in the Country Life cookery book as well, for the vignette in April, and again here in the July wood engraving. As these projects overlapped, we discover that Ravilious was a great recycler of his own work. Here is another woodcut commissioned by the Cornhill magazine of the 4 seasons: holly for winter, bulb flowers for spring, roses for summer, and a selection of leaves for autumn. The wood engravings were used in black for subscription notices inside the magazine, and in colour for greetings cards when one subscribed to the magazine. As noted in the advert here, the rose was presumably sent out in the summer with the red at the top, and in winter the holly was sent out with cool blue at the top.